Hello guys, I'm Nestor Arriaga, DJ producer Chicago Bass, and I'm gonna show you how to make music in Ableton as if you were in kindergarten, okay? Let's go. Okay, so in our previous videos, we did what it is, our kick, our bass lines, our drums, and some more percussions, right? So now what we need is to add a little bit of instruments. So how would I add instruments if I'm a beginner, if I'll be starting to make music today? Okay, so this is how I would do it. First thing that you need to have in mind is that when you're producing, you make sure you working on the same tone with your sounds, right? Okay. I mean, this is a rule that you can also break, but it depends on everybody. So I'm gonna show you how you can find and have your sounds align with your instruments. So, for example, we're gonna go to the bass line right here. So how do we know what's the tone of this bass line and what's the key? You know, the note, okay, the musical note. So there's a tool in Ableton called it tuner. So you type it in tuner. It's gonna be here. Once you play it, see. So these things pretty much tells you what's the key, what's the tone of the sound that you have currently going, right? So this one is telling me somewhere between A minor and I would say like maybe F minor, but most likely when you see when it hits like right there zero, like green, that's is what pretty much where the tone is. So we're gonna go with A minor or A. So let's see. Okay, so this is what we have so far on our project. Okay, let's start looking for sounds. So we're gonna go and create a new audio track. Remember to group them so you work organized, you know. And so we're gonna go over here and type in instruments. If you don't know how to do this, I recommend you to go to my previous videos and double check them. I show you there how to group your tracks and all of that stuff. So if you're a little lost, just go back to those two previous videos, okay? So let's go. Let's go with the synths. You know, I usually label them as synth 1, synth 2, synth 3, chorus 1, chorus 2, stabs and all of that. So this one we're gonna label it as synth. Okay, so on my libraries, let's see. Let's look for a synth here. Let's look for a AM, for example, A minor, okay? A bit melodic, emotional. I think this song is a bit more groovy than emotional, so we're gonna go with some more groovy for our project, okay? Okay, let's try this. This is a sample, so I'm gonna show you the other two ways, how to load loops, and also we're gonna include a MIDI as well, alright? Let's see. No, don't like it how it sounds. Let's try another one. Okay, so you see these percussions are killing a bit of my vibe because they might not be in the same tone because you hear them. They're a bit too high. We can fix this or we can just delete it, but that's all up to everybody. Duplicate. Okay, we're gonna leave that one there. We're gonna add another one. Let's say it's synth number 2. So let's move this to the left a little so we have a bit of variation. Reduce the volume. Let's look for another synth. Wow. Okay, this might work. I don't know, but we might have to take something. Okay, I like it where it's going. Let's see. Okay, you see now it's going a little bit deeper. Then still groovy, but a little bit deeper. I like it. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna change the color of this one. Okay, so this one we're gonna throw it to the right. So we have variation. Ah, sounds good. Maybe not so to the right there. Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's try to add one more sound. Let's put up another one, maybe, I don't know, like a stab or whatever. So, stab. Let's see if we have some stab. Oh, okay, you see. So these ones, the note is a bit low, so just gonna put it as a driver maybe. Maybe it could be our hook. If you don't know what a hook is, very important, Google it. The hooks are key to your production. Let me see. Okay, not sure if that's gonna fit our track, but let's try another sound. Let's see, maybe we get a bit of creative. So when I'm talking about being creative, we cut this here and chop one, so we give each sounds a bit of space. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you hear the difference? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, to give it space to your sound. I can already tell where this is going. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna consolidate this. Remember, Control J. There you go. So we have our stats. Okay. You see, can you tell the difference how every sound has its own space? You know, this is pretty important. The same what I was explaining you when we were making the percussions on the previous video. And we're gonna tweak this a bit more later, but this, it's pretty important to each sound to have its own space. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we have a couple of instruments here. Sounds good. We might add a bit more later. Let's try to add like sort of some sort of ambience, you know, like a paddy, strings, or background noise, something. I don't know, however you call it, but we're about to create it here. All right. So let's put some pads. Of course, we're gonna group it. Pads. So we're working on the scale of A minor. So let's look for a pad, AM. Remember, with this blue thing right here on the corner on your right, you can control the volume of the sounds you are playing right there from your libraries, you know, so you don't go deaf. Be careful with that. Don't leave it as a zero, always keep it low. See? Ooh, this might sound good, but I'm not sure if it's gonna fit this track. Let's see. Ooh, then it's gonna come back again. Ah, it's too much, I think. We want something like plain just as a background. Ah, I think this is okay. Let's say low. Haha, you hear? Can you tell the difference how everything is on harmony? Like every sound having its own space and like the notes blending in together with the elements. This is what I was telling you to make sure when you produce music, you are in the right tone. Yes, you can break these rules to produce in tone, to have your sounds like their own space and things like this. All these little things makes a big difference for the end of the results and for all the other processing we're gonna do later. All right, let's go. Okay, we're gonna put it to the left, maybe a little bit low. Remember, you just want this sound as a background to be right there as an ear candy. You don't want it so prominent. So be careful with the volume levels of your pads, your strings, your textures, your background noise, okay? Because otherwise you're gonna kill the mixing later, all right? Maybe we add a bit more, another pad here. Maybe we can call it a pad 2 or string. Let's see what we can find. If we find something else. Let's see. String maybe. Let's see. I'm not so convinced of this sound, but maybe it's not the type of a string that I'm looking for, but I have an idea. We could use this on one of our breaks, to create a momentum. And I'm gonna explain you this later when we start developing the whole track, okay? So just for you to have an idea, let's see, let's cut the kick and just leave the sounds, right? Something like this. See? So think about this. Hold on. Think about this as the breakdown. Just for example, think about this as the breakdown. Just listen. So you have an idea where we're going. I'm gonna shut some of the sounds. Okay. So we're gonna cut completely the drums right there. See? And then percussions. And now we create momentum, right? Okay, see? Now let's put the perks. Little by little, okay? Let's go. Now we're gonna turn in some of the drums so you can hear the difference. Right. There we go. See, what I'm telling you? That's how you do it. That's how you think. Okay, let me remove the second pad, the string we did, so you can listen to the actual project where we at right now. Without this, because this string, we're only gonna use it to create momentum when we're working on our breakdown. Okay, so let's check it out now. See, we're gonna go down here. Okay, I like where this project is going. I'm pretty happy. You see how the project was looking groovy, like minimal deep tech type, and now after we did only one single change that we removed these percussions, it makes it sound completely different. So we have a nice deep house, perfect for a warm up or opening sets. I like it. I think with the what we have here, the instruments and the pads that we just added, I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, we need to work all these sounds. What we're gonna do after all of this, we might add some effects here, but I think we're gonna do that later. So what I'm gonna start on the next video, it will be with the processing, like how to lay out your project, how to do like breakdowns, how much time you should like do a breakdown, and what instruments you will need to add or remove, to create momentum, all of this like drops, breaks, effects, and also mix down techniques. We're gonna use a bit of EQs, effects, and all of that in the next video based on what we have here. All right. So I hope you like this video, and I hope this is being helpful for you and your musical career if you're starting. And yeah, thank you for watching and for sharing. I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.